how are you doing? Totallyevelyn. And today I'm very excited to tell you there's so many people that's looking for me to interview them at last. So that's exciting, isn't it? So join me after the break because I'm going to be inviting this beautiful, beautiful actress from Hollywood. And she is rubbing shoulders with some of la creme de la creme actors in Hollywood and beyond. The interview's live, guys, because I'll be on Instagram and I'm going to be showing you exactly what I do when I'm on Instagram, how I'm actually interviewing. So I'm going to set the camera up, very excited, like a proper studio. I like real people, you know, I like it to be random and I like it to be real. Almost like if you were in Hollywood and you bumped into an actress and you just got chatting in a cafe or something, asking them questions. That's how I like it. I actually take myself into the moment because I feel that I'm there. I get this feeling that when I'm talking to them that I'm actually in a cafe with them. And that's the vision. Maybe if I build up all this rapport with all these lovely actors, then I'll build a network up of people and then I'll be off. How about that? That sounds good? Join me after the short break and I'll tell you a little bit about her before I get right into the live. Hey guys, welcome back to Totallyevelyn. And just before I go and interview Dana, I keep calling her Dana, but I think it might be Dana Lynn Barron. But anyway, I'll ask her. I'll tell you a little bit about Dana before I get right into it. And then I hope you enjoy this video and you'll subscribe, like and share, and maybe even join me on Instagram. If you have a story in mind, a successful story that you want to share with me, then I'm all ears and I would love to hear it. On Instagram or on YouTube, we can do it live. It's just very random, as I said. Dana or Dana Lynn Barron can be seen right now on season 6 premiere of Amazon's Bosch as Monica Mapp. At the end of 2020, got a role in David Fincher's up-and-coming Netflix feature film, MANK, starring Gary Oldman and Amanda Seyfried, as well as the inside film ULTRAVIOLET, starring Vincent Kartheiser. Vincent Kartheiser is the guy from Mad Men, if you've watched that series on Netflix. I loved it. Other TV highlights include Ryan Murphy's Golden Globe, SAG and Emmy Award-winning The Assassination of Gianni, Versace. Amazing story. NBC's This Is Us, Showtime's Shameless, Cartoon Network's We Bare Bears, and the lead role in the Emmy Award-winning comedy Short in Passing. Her versatile voice can be heard across radio, TV, film and video games. An apprentice to Bill Irwin and the British American Drama Academy at Oxford University. Ooh, can't wait. She currently resides in Los Angeles, my favourite place, I love it there, with her husband, 2 kitties and her yoga mat. Are you as excited as I am? Let's go meet her. Get ready and action! Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm back on live again. You'll be saying, get her off! She knew that her attitude was a terrible thing to waste. She made people laugh until they cried. Her wink and her eye roll had gotten her famous and into trouble. She had not yet decided whether to use her power for the good or the bad. It's the first time she's actually came on live like this, so she was asking me, how do I get on live? I said, just come on and we just chat. There's no dress rehearsal for life, it's just real. And here she comes, actually. Yay! How are you?
I did it. I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You look as lovely as ever, probably even more lovely.
Well, it's a nice change of pace because these past few months, a lot of us have been very comfortable in our pajamas. And
you're on the TV a lot and the radio.
Yeah, TV, film as well, and then I do a lot of voiceover work, commercials, video games.
Trying to get people to pursue their dreams. Just taking that initial step to get started. You've taken the step, and then you've taken another step and another step and another step.
And steps and steps. It's the, I'm quoting, there's an actor here named Audrey Moore, who's wonderful, and she says it, and it's absolutely right. It's a marathon. You know, it's not, first of all, it's a winding marathon. I couldn't have predicted which way, and I still can't. Like, I don't know what the next thing is, but something always, a new door opens, or you keep going down one path for a while, and then suddenly you switch gears because an opportunity you don't expect comes along, or life happens and you're forced to change your perspective, and you have to go with the flow of life sometimes. And then a whole new chapter opens that you never would have thought. It's long term though. It's definitely the journey. I definitely, when I was in my 20s, and I'm not in my 20s anymore, but I lived in New York City at the time, and I was very frustrated because I was awkward. Like, my outsides didn't match my insides, and I had an inkling of talent, but I wasn't yet fully formed, fully arrived in that. So I was running around New York City, and casting directors and even some friends would look at me and say, "Dana, you're gonna make it later."
How did you feel about that?
I was so angry then, but I also was frustrating because I knew what they meant, because I didn't make sense to me. And also, the actors or artists that are very successful when they're young, in their 20s or their teens, often than not, if you look at their history, they've been doing it since they were little kids. There's also luck. Some just come out. They come out of drama school, like, boom, they look right at the right time and place. They get their TV shows, and some careers are like that. People are like me, late bloomers. As an actor, if I'm not on set working or on stage in a theater, then I should be in class. That's always been my thinking, like an athlete, when they're not playing their games.
It's like your apprenticeship, isn't it? It's when you're learning everything, and you just keep going.
Yeah, you have to love it. You have to enjoy it. There are days that you just want to scream and be like, I'm done. But then you think about, well, what could I do? And the idea of doing other things just...
Some people give up and other people just keep going. And thankfully you kept going, because you've got so much to tell what you've been doing. Start to look at some of your work.
I'm on the most recent season of the TV show Bosch. Is in its 6th season here. So I was in the season premiere episode of that. So that's on Amazon Prime. I have a role in David Fincher's next film that's called MANK, and it stars Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried, and Lily Collins, and a bunch of other people. And I have a small role compared to all them. But
amazing is that, just being in that whole environment. That opens doors for everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Yeah, I have found in recent years, I'm on, for example, a Ryan Murphy show. Oh, suddenly I start having auditions for all his shows. Or, the casting directors go, oh, she's worked on Ryan Murphy's show, which was on the network FX. So I start getting auditions for that network as well, more than I used to. Not on the tippy top A-list list, but you're like, oh, I'm now on the... you can call these actors in list. But that took time. It took time for me. None of this came easy. And for some reason, I had the gumption, to keep going, even with the feeling like I don't belong. Where do I belong in this? But my older, more mature self, like it's now. Now is my time.
That's right.
Someone else's time is their time. You cannot compare yourself to other people. It's hard because you go.
No. It is absolutely brilliant. Gianni, Versace.
Yeah. I look a little different because I was this very mean. I played Versace's school teacher. So it was 1957 in Calabria, Italia.
Wow, so nice.
Yeah, so I speak a little Italian, so that helped me with getting that role. I spoke with an accent, I spoke in English, but with accent. All the time it took to start getting cast in shows, and then the shows I've been cast in are like all the award winners. That feels good. I like working with people at playing at the top level of their craft. It's an honor, and it's also just very exciting. Also,
you'll meet so many different people that have different sort of attitudes to life. But
last time I remember being on a set with, and I'm not going to name names, but
no.
I was set with someone who was just unkind to people. When I was in college, I did do this part on a hit TV show, and there was one actor who was making things miserable for people, and I don't understand that personally. I know, you can have a bad day.
But it's like they feel a bit more entitled than what you are. Is that right?
I have a theory, though, like people who are jerks, they're going to be jerks whether they're an actor, a director, or a mailman, or a restaurant owner. You know what I mean? Like, I think, unfortunately, some people just aren't nice. I have my off. Can I swear here? Like, I have days where I feel bitchy.
Yes.
I'm bitchy. Don't talk to me. But I try not to take it out on others. I usually will go inside and not talk. I just don't want to talk to people. When I'm in a bad mood, I just go inward, and because I don't want to lash out.
Take yourself out of the situation. It's not a good vibe.
Yeah, I always had to work for the things I wanted to achieve, but I have an appreciation for it. I love when I'm on set. I'm so happy to be there. Quoting, and I'm blanking the girl's name, but an actress I once heard said, every time she's on set, easy to work with, happy to be here. Like, that's her motto. Easy to work with, happy to be here.
Yeah, that's it. It makes life so much easier if people are just nice and kind. Oh, it's such a pleasure
Scotland
to
for
be
me.
Big hugs.
Big hugs.
Yeah.
And say hi to everyone in Edinburgh for me.
I will do. And say hi to everybody in LA.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Good week as well. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
I had such a nice time chatting to Dana Lynn Barron. Beautiful person she is indeed. So much so, I was so intrigued and so inspired that we chatted for an hour and we got cut off from Instagram. So I hope you'll join me next week, guys, where I'll be chatting to some actors, other creative people on live Instagram. We're going to be Monday night at 8 o'clock, Tuesday at 1, Wednesday at 1, Thursday at 1, Friday I'm going to have a break, and I'm not going to have a break because I'll be back on YouTube on Friday, and I'm on YouTube on Sunday and Tuesday. Remember to subscribe, like and share. If not on this channel, then go over to Instagram, and if not on Instagram, go over onto Facebook. Mwah! Love you. Bye.